MMAfighting.com, and we're in Abu Dhabi. And for this segment of This is an MMA News Show, I wanted to speak to my colleague, Casey Leydon, who is a veteran of 130 pay-per-views and also was at the first big pay-per-view here, UFC 112 Invincible. So, I mean, when you think about this, is there any immediate differences that jump out at you from the first time you came here in 2010?
This was much bigger. It felt bigger. This event felt like it was for the people. It was for the people of the Middle Eastern nations, the Islamic people here. Mostly that. It was a card that was designed for them. It's about has a local card as the UFC can make.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that. It has bigger implications on this area. I feel like for the first time, people are really kind of understanding what MMA is. Like for the first time, there's a dedicated channel for mixed martial arts. There's news, updates all over the papers. We've seen it all week. And really, I believe that's because Khabib and because of he's really amplified his superstardom here. Like, I mean, I feel like he's really reverberating with these people. He is the guy they're coming to see. And I mean, I feel like that's what's made the big difference, right?
Yeah, you know, you go on Instagram and you see these videos of Khabib, visiting, religious sites here in Dagestan, people going crazy. We see like videos, but we saw it in person, and it was quite phenomenal. I mean, like I said, I've been to 130 pay-per-views.
Don't be boasting. Okay,
yeah, 130 at least, and it really felt like it was up there. It felt like in the top 3 or 4, top 5 as far as like just big feels. Like this is important. I was at a moment. This wasn't just a sporting event. It wasn't just a mixed martial arts event. This was like a historic moment. And that's what this week and that's what Saturday night felt like.
Yeah, and I don't feel as though it translated from what I saw in the arena. I mean, it was wild. I mean, the chorus of Khabib, Khabib, the people becoming emotional when he was just walking out. I put out a video of it yesterday on Twitter and people were like, it wasn't like that, but it really was. Like, I mean, it was as big as McGregor coming out to Sinead O'Connor at the Mendes fight for me. It was one of those moments, right? Like, I mean, I don't know if it translated, but it certainly was. Here, it felt huge. It felt magnificent,
Yeah, I mean, compared to the event in 2010, the first pay-per-view, at that time, UFC had a different partnership. I think a company called Flash Entertainment. And that one felt more like, let's just bring our big stars over. I think outside of Renzo Gracie at the time, everyone else was just stars. They brought 2 title fights, Anderson Silva, Damon Maia. Even though he does jiu-jitsu, he's not like known here. BJ Penn. It was just being stars for the people. This one was different. Like I remember even as a fan looking at the card, I was like, okay, well obviously the main event rules, but everything else is like, okay, it's a fight. But when I got here, we started talking to fighters, talking to other media, just seeing the fans. I started to get it, But then when fight night happened, just walking into the arena, it was like that's a whole other situation. You even get into the arena, it was just like chaos outside.
Yes.
So when I'm walking through the parking lot to get to inside the arena, there were dozens of cars just bootlegging the
Papacas.
Papacas.
Yeah.
Papacas.
I prefer the way you say it.
The papacas. I mean, like just like when I was in Mexico City for Cane's first fight, there were all these bootleg stands selling bootleg UFC Cane. But it was all Cane shirts.
Yeah, of course.
And in Abu Dhabi, Yas Island, there was just all these trunks open, people selling the papacas. And they were just open trunks. Like, hey, you want one? Like, and everyone was really had them on. Like, it was 2 people put them on. Oh, it's hot. And they took them off. But it was really. I felt very lucky to be here, to witness this, to experience it. Beyond the craziest and chaos of the actual event, because they built an outdoor stadium. I mean, you were there. It was wild.
$20 million tent, baby.
Yeah, $20 million tent. But it was that's my biggest takeaway from this whole event was just like, wow, like Khabib is I don't know. It's like my closest feeling was when I saw Conor fight in Dublin. Actually, had that kind of feel.
You were speaking about the arena there. I think we should kind of talk about that because we have drove past on a number of occasions what was supposed to be the arena, and it does look like it's going to be an amazing structure when it's finally built. But we expected to come over here and be at that arena nearly. You know, we expected to be in this big furnished, this brand new stadium, and it really wasn't that. I mean, it was a real struggle just getting through that arena, right? And I mean, there was all this talk about the air conditioning not being optimized, and it really wasn't. Like, I mean, if you think about the conditions that the guys were fighting in there, I doubt it was the way they wanted to be, but it all came off. You know, it did all come off. Like there's no complaints in that this really affected every fight. None of the fighters spoke that way, but there was a feeling that could have happened. I mean,
no, we only spoke to the winning fighters. So the winning fighters never complained.
That's true. But I mean,
I understand what you mean.
Like, I mean, can you just kind of sum up for me? Like, you have to drag a hell of a lot of gear around these things, and I mean, I can only imagine. But I mean, is this one of the kind of more calamitous things you've kind of been around in terms of an arena?
Yeah.
In short, yes.
In short, yes. My two memories I'm going to take from this event are the people and just watching these people. Just cheer for their moment, of martial arts, whether it was their center, they were the center of the world, martial arts world for a while. My other takeaway is like, good God, was it freaking hot and just the chaos outside the arena, because like you said, I think 18,000 people. That's what they said, and I guess
they wouldn't reveal the true numbers in the end. I guess
it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like football stadium wise, but it was a lot of people. Mm-hmm. But clearly, this was the first time they've had that many people show up at once for an event, and it felt that way. And obviously, when they build the real stadium, there's gonna be a real entrance, and a sign that says "Go here." But for this one, it was just chaotic, and the weather here, like this was kind of amazing. So the whole time, when announced the event, it's indoors. It's an indoor event. Oh, great. It was so much hotter, even indoors, than the first event was outdoors.
Wow.
Like that's event. The entire thing was outdoors. I remember having like a nice little sweat going, but it was oppressive. Like it was.
That's so shine for it.
It was an oppressive heat, but somehow in these things, but in the end. I mean, 13 fighters, 26 fighters walked out, 13 fighters won, 13 fighters lost.
There was one draw.
One draw. One draw.
Apologies.
Edit it. But it came off. It came off. And as far as for the fans in the UFC, it's like freaking home run. I mean, I'm sure, I saw fans outside when we came back after we left for the press conference. So fans were kind of joking, talking to each other how hot it was, just kind of overhearing like, oh, it was freaking hot in there. But they're not going to remember that because like their guy won, and he won in spectacular fashion, in dominant fashion, exactly how it should have. I mean, exactly how they thought it was going to go. Yes. A little adversity. You want a little bit of adversity.
The guillotine, of course.
Yeah, the guillotine, of course. But it's just freaking not a home run. It was a knockout.
Just finally, I guess. I mean, you spoke about that Dublin event, and of course, I'm on the ground there. That was the spark that lit the fuse for MMA in Ireland. It became a huge sport. We had this huge ambassador for the sport, Conor McGregor. I really feel as though this is set up to be a huge kind of mixed martial arts nation. This is going to be huge here. And when that arena is fully built, I feel like all the pieces are coming together. We even saw Paul Felder training in Cobra here. There's different gyms here that have, UFC standard training facilities. Do you feel as though this is the spark that lit the fuse in these Arab nations?
I'm not sold on that yet.
No,
I'm not sold that this is like gonna be like Rio. I'm not.
No, but not in terms of like it's not going to produce that kind of talent. But do you feel as though this is the one that has shown everybody now knows in this part of the world what MMA is because of this event?
I think they know who Khabib is.
Right. But that's all that they know in Ireland. They know Conor.
If you want to compare it, like if you use that standard, like Conor put mixed martial arts on the map in Dublin. If you want to go by that, then yes. Yes. I don't know. I'm interested how an event would do if, say, if Usman fought here. If you just put a regular pay-per-view main event out here, something like that. I'm curious because we noticed the media outside of the American mixed martial arts media, there was Irish media. There was very little interest in. I felt very little interest in the other fights.
Well, you can remember at the
I
media.
mean, outside of the Khabib's teammates and Makachev and things
but they're
like
connected to that story.
Yeah.
I mean, we can remember being at that media day, and Dana White comes out and he says, Khabib isn't going to do it today. And there was a collective sigh, right? There was a big, we've only come here for this, you know?
Yeah,
so, you're probably right. I think you're right about that. So, but anything else to add? I think we put a nice little bow on it there. But if you have anything else to add, I'm more than happy to listen to you. I've been doing it all week.
Well, thanks. You know, we pay you to listen to me.
They don't.
He doesn't get paid. No, I'm actually, I'm really looking forward to the next pay-per-view.
When the arena's built?
When the arena's built. I feel like that's going to be, it's going to be different. It's going to be unique. And I'm super curious on if it's going to be, if Khabib will still be champ, if he's still going to be, who knows how long he's going to fight for. If he'll still be that guy, if they're going to headline him again, I'm assuming
they have to.
I'm assuming. I think it will. I mean, unless
Islam Makhachev suddenly becomes this huge star.
Yeah, but I mean, right now it's Khabib and MMA and the UFC is like a distant second. But I'm actually looking forward to the next event here.
Absolutely.
And please don't do it in the summer.
No, I can't. Look at me. I'm destroyed. Look at my hair. We've done everything we can to try and flatten this, but it's just not working. I'm sorry. I apologize for my hair. That's all we've got, I guess. This is my debut on This is an MMA News show. Fantastic. I mean, tell them to add me in more. It's a joke, really. But thank you so much, Casey. It's been a pleasure working with you two guys over here. A real honor for me. So thank you so much.
It is an honor.
He's lying, Ethan. He hates me. All the best, guys.